Hey guys, in this tutorial we will be doing some about infinity limits. So let's say a limit extends to infinity and say 1 by x will give us 1 by infinity. So anything divided by infinity is always 0, and limit extends to infinity of x will be infinity. But the same thing if we write limit extends to 0 of 1 by x is 1 by 0, anything divided by 0 is infinity. So both of these will give us infinity. So now let's take a look at this problem, and in this we have x tends to infinity. So this is an infinity limit. When we substitute here we get infinity plus 2 and infinity plus 7. So it's basically infinity and infinity on the numerator and denominator. So let's take x square common here and x square common here. So that gives us limit x tends to infinity x square into 3 minus, since we're taking x square common here, we will have to divide by x, gives us 4 by x plus, and here it's only a constant, so we have to divide by x square. Same thing we'll do in the denominator. It gives us 2 plus 5 by x plus 7 by x squared. So x squared and x squared gets cancelled. Now when we substitute the limit, when we substitute limit x tends to infinity, we get 4 by infinity. Since we have seen here 1 by infinity is 0, therefore 4 by infinity will also be 0. So this term becomes 0, this term infinity square is also infinity, so this also becomes 0, as well as this and this. So we get all these terms 0. So this gives us 3 minus 0 plus 0 by 2 plus 0 plus 0. So the answer will be 3 by 2. In this question, we have x power 4 in the numerator and x power 3 in the denominator. So it still gives us infinity and infinity on the numerator and denominator. So why don't we take x power 4 common? This gives us limit x tends to infinity x power 4 into 4 minus, since this x cube will divide by x plus, since this is 2, let's divide by x power 4 by, here let's take x power 4 common, although the highest power is x power 3, and we'll divide 31 by x and x1 by x squared minus 3 by x cubed. So when we substitute the limit just like the previous question, we get this term and this term as 0 on the numerator, and all these terms is 0 in the denominator, and also these two x power 4 gets cancelled. So this will give us 4, and all this becomes 0 divided by, and here in the denominator all of them are zeros. This is 4 by 0. As we all know, anything divided by 0 is infinity, so the limit is infinity. In this we have x squared on the numerator and x power 5 in the denominator, so it still gives us infinity by infinity. And let's, in this, since the highest power in either denominator or numerator is x power 5, let's take x power 5 common. We get x power 5 into 16 by x cubed plus 22 by x power 4 minus 54 by x power 5. On the denominator we get x power 5 into 42 minus 6 by x squared plus 12 by x power 4. So let's substitute the limit, these two get cancelled. So we get 0, 0, 0. So the numerator is 0, and here in the denominator we get only two terms 0. There's a 42 remaining. So we get 0 by 42. Anything that is divided by 0 is 0. So we see that from these three questions, in this question we see that the numerator and denominator degree is the same. So whenever the numerator and denominator degree is the same, we can and the limit x tends to infinity, then we can directly take the ratio of the coefficients. In this case 3 by 2, the answer. And when the numerator degree is greater than the denominator degree, like in this case x power 4 and x power 3, then the limit when x tends to infinity will always be infinity. Whereas when the denominator degree is more than the numerator degree, we'll always get 0. That's it for this. I'll discuss more problems in the next one.